I believe that angels are at the foundation of every startup ecosystem. Strong one has stronger angels. And so how do you get to that point? Well, you need to share expertise. You need to get that that support from across the country. And when people tend to come to our part of the world and have a lot, if they've got a lot of experience in the startup sector, they're blown away by the quality of entrepreneurs, the quality of the problems that they're solving, the size and global potential of those problems, and the quality of the solution being offered. So awareness is a huge part of what we need. We need to get more people involved, more VCs moving into the region to take the ball the next step, from our smart angels. So we need to keep developing our angels and keep developing those who we can hand off to as our companies grow, because at a certain point in time, the amount of money needed requires VCs to be in the mix. But at that early stage, the angel groups are crucial. Another key point is that we've got a lot of government programs that are helping, provincial programs, federal programs, but what is really helping and what is making a difference? And I think starting to look at ways, and that you've got a panel on right now, actually, that is looking at the data that can come out and start to understand what programs work, where can the biggest differences be made by governments who are wanting to strengthen their entrepreneurial communities. I think NACO can play a huge role because you've got that national perspective. And you're seeing new programs emerge in one part of the country that could be replicated across the country. And you're seeing failed initiatives still being funded in other areas where the evidence is very strong that it doesn't work. We have got to move faster. We're doing really well. I am amazed by how well things are going in Atlantic Canada relative to ourselves over the last period of time. Relative to the world, I'm scared. The world is moving faster and faster and faster. And we've got to make sure our companies are disrupting and being a part of that, not being disrupted.
Right.
Well, I've lived in the trenches of startups for 25 years. And I feel very strongly that that's the prow of the ship of our economy. We're in an age of disrupt or be disrupted. And the disruption comes from startups. And so if we're not creating a startup ecosystem right across the country that enables people with good ideas to really up their game with angel investors who have a little money to help them, but have a lot of experience and wisdom to help, we're leaving our best ideas on the table and letting our global competitors run right over top of us. And so to me, it's crucial in that regard. When I looked at the change in the process of Senate nominations or Senate appointments, Prime Minister made to appoint individuals based on a nonpartisan, independent process, that inspired me because I felt that's a chance for the Senate to really bring something more than partisanship. And I'm just not somebody who enjoys partisanship. I couldn't work in that environment on a regular basis. So I was inspired to apply because I felt there's a voice that needs to be heard. And I didn't think I would be selected, honestly, but I thought at least I'll help to create a category where they'll start looking for somebody. I ended up getting selected. And so because of that, I feel a tremendous responsibility to make sure I'm amplifying the voice of entrepreneurs. I can never be the voice because as you know, this community is so strong, so diverse, so experienced, and the expertise that people bring is phenomenal. But I can help amplify that voice and make sure that it's considered in a legislative process, which too often it's not. Make sure that it's considered in a regulatory review or other elements that are going on in terms of implementing policy in Ottawa that can make sure that the startup sector it's raising concerns, it's identifying opportunities that are coming into the mix early enough to make a really big difference and improve our competitiveness globally. So that's why I'm there.